Hey guys, welcome to another tutorial. Today we are making the simple one row repeat summer top that is made vertically. The starting chain is the length of your top. So when you decide on the length, you need multiples of 10 plus 3, so you can modify it to be shorter or bigger than your actual bust size. You ready for some fun? Let's begin. All right, let's talk about the materials we need for this top. I have this Kubo yarn. It is a DK weight yarn, so weight number 3. It has cotton and rayon from bamboo. It's very nice and soft but light. It's a perfect yarn for summer project. And then we have tape measure, stitch markers, pair of scissors, and 4mm hook. Okay, let's talk about the design of this top. Okay, so this is the first panel. This is one side of the shoulder, and this is the length of your top. So you are working the stitches vertically. Okay, and for you to make this, you need multiples of 10 plus 3. So this will be the length of my top. You decide how long you want it to be and then make chains based on your length. But remember, 10 plus 3. Okay. Okay, so the width of my panel is about 9 inches, but this is very stretchy. It's gonna grow once I put it on or after I block. And then the length of my panel is 23. So if you wanted it shorter, maybe 17, then you'd have shorter stitches from the beginning. All right, let's start our tutorial. All right, let's begin our tutorial. We're gonna start with a slip knot. So the sample that I'm making is size medium, and with the first panel I used a ball and a half of yarn. So I think I'm gonna end up just using three balls of yarn, and this yarn has 212 meters or 232 yards. Okay, start with a slip knot, and after doing my first panel I need 233, so multiples of 10 and then add 3 on top. All right, let's begin our tutorial. We're gonna start with a slip knot. So the sample that I'm making is size medium, and with the first panel I used a ball and a half of yarn. So I think I'm gonna end up just using three balls of yarn, and this yarn has 212 meters or 232 yards. Okay, start with a slip knot, and after doing my first panel I need 233, so multiples of 10 and then add 3 on top. All right, let's begin our tutorial. We're gonna start with a slip knot. So the sample that I'm making is size medium, and with the first panel I used a ball and a half of yarn. So I think I'm gonna end up just using three balls of yarn, and this yarn has 212 meters or 232 yards. Okay, start with a slip knot, and after doing my first panel I need 233, so multiples of 10, and then add 3 on top. Okay, I have my chains here. Now let's begin our tutorial. So we are going to count 3 chains. 1, 2, 3. On the 4th chain, I'm gonna make a double crochet. Make another double crochet. Make 2 more. Okay, so the chain 3 counts as a stitch, so this is equal to 5 stitches. Next we are going to skip 2 chains, 1, 2, and make 4 double crochet stitches. Okay, I have my 4 stitches. Next I'm chaining 2, and then continue on the next chain, make double crochet, and then another 3 double crochet. In the middle we have 4 double crochet stitches back to back, and then at the end we normally have 5 stitches. This will create straight edges because we are making a chevron. Next we are skipping the 2 stitches and make our 4 double crochet. I'm hoping you are starting to see the pattern here. So we skipped at the bottom. We are making up for this. Now I'm going to chain 2, and then in the next chain make double crochet. Next we are skipping the 2 stitches. Make 4 double crochet stitches. Chain 2, and okay, I hope you guys understand the pattern now. If you have the correct number of stitches, you should have 4 at the end. We'll meet you guys at the end of the row. I am left with 6 chains here. We are going to skip the next 2, 1, 2, and then make our last double crochet stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember what I said at the beginning, the last stitches you have 5, so I'm going to make another double crochet in the same spot. Okay, so this is how the end and the beginning, whichever way you look at it, should always have 5 stitches. So this is how it looks so far. Okay, moving on to row 2. This is a 1 row repeat, so once we get here it gets very easy. Gonna chain 3, and this count as our first stitch, and then I'm going to make a double crochet on the same spot again. So that's stitch number 2, 3, 4, 5. So on the previous row here we skipped 2 chains, which means we are skipping these 2 stitches as well. So we're skipping 1 and 2 and make our first double crochet here. I need to make 3 more. Our 4th chain is going to be on top of these, or on top of this chain space here on the chain. Okay, so we have our 4 stitches. Next we are going to chain 2, because we made 2 chains here as well, and our first double crochet will be on the 2nd chain. One, 2, gonna have 2 more, 2, 4. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, we're going to skip these 2 stitches and make 4 double crochet stitches. All right, we got 4 stitches. Next we are chaining 2 and repeat the same thing. First double crochet, and then I'll be making 3. All right, we are repeating the same thing. When you get here, you skip these 2 stitches, work 4 stitch. Your 4th chain will be on this chain space, and then right at the end here you will have 5 we'll have 5 stitches. We'll meet up at the end here. Coming to the end of our 2nd row. This is our 3rd, and then the last 2 stitches are made into the top chain of our chain 3. This is 4th and the 5th one. Okay, and this is how it looks after the 2nd row. Sorry. Now you have to make half of your bust for both panels. For example, my bust size is 38, and half of my 38 is 19. I divided that number by 2, so this will be my first side of the panel, and then the other one, because when you put them together later, then they should amount to your whole bust size. I hope that makes sense. Okay. the panels are done. I have pinned them together with stitch markers. I've actually started working on the front panel. All I did was to align the left and the right panel together, and this will be my front panel. The neck opening is a little bit lower and the back will be a little bit higher. I'll see how it fits. If it's tight, then I'll lower the back neck opening as well. The stitch marker is for the sleeve, so this is the armpit depth. It is supposed to be 8 inches. Yeah, it is 8 inches. So you get to decide which method of seam you are using. I'm using mattress stitch. When you seam your panels together, make sure you got stitch for stitch, otherwise you'll end up with crooked stitches, or you'd have this matching up with this one. So you try and align your stitches together so that it looks like just a continuous chevron from one panel to another. Okay, the front panel is done, and this is the beginning of the neck opening. Folding it in half again. Aligning my zigzags together. Right, work on the back panel as well. You will decide on how low your back panel or the neck opening will be. The panels are done. Now we have to do the sides. Okay, just need to make sure they are aligned. And my armpit depth is around 8 inches or 20 20 centimeters. Okay, so from here I'm going to seam the sides. I'm going to start right here. I like to tie a double knot just to secure my beginning of my stitches. So I'm going down this way. I'm using the mattress stitch. So work your way down for both sides and finish up your top. But if you wanted, you could leave maybe this last two as a opening, a slit. So seam both sides and we will meet when we are done. The top is done. I have seamed both of my sides and I decided to leave 1, 2, 3 last rows to have a slit. So I have I didn't seam it all the way down, and this is how it looks. I really hope you found this tutorial easy to follow. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't subscribed to my channel so that you get notification each time I upload a new video. I will see you guys in the next tutorial. Thank you for being here.